Great Pyramid of Giza, a structure of unknown mystery. How did the Egyptians get all those rocks into place?
Those rocks are incredibly heavy, and the Egyptians didn't use wheels to move them? So what did they use? My guess? They had help.
Right.
Hey.
How did Egyptians move those big rocks without the wheel?
Yeah.
Well, the Egyptians had help.
They did?
Yeah?
From past Egyptians. It's a little human innovation called trial and error. There are over 100 Egyptian pyramids, some less perfect than others. The Egyptians clearly improved at pyramid making over time, refining their skills in construction and stone cutting.
Okay, but how'd they move the rocks?
Yeah, that one guy thinks they slid them on an alien goo.
Alien goo? Hover sand? Vans?
It wasn't alien power that built the pyramids. It was spreadsheets. The oldest papyrus ever discovered is a repetitive logbook tracking a construction team's daily movement of stones.
Oh.
Even if we don't know exactly how the Egyptians built the pyramids, we know the Egyptians could build them because their written records prove that the Egyptians were incredible administrators, quite capable of employing, housing, feeding a workforce large enough to cut the stone from the quarry, move it to the building site, and build these massive sacred tombs.
Okay, look. I love Excel as much as the next guy, but spreadsheets don't move stones. How did they move the stones?
You've always known the answer, Matthew. You're just in denial.
Okay.
Cheesy.
Yeah.
One theory suggests they used the rivers and canals to ship massive limestone blocks right up to the foot of the construction site.
It's kind of romantic.
Yeah, like Venice, but for rocks.
It didn't look exactly like that, but it's not a bad comparison.
So they didn't need wheel power because they used water power.
Wait, so what about when the rocks reached the pyramid?
They put the rocks on a sled that's on a ramp coated with wet sand, and then pulled that sled up the ramp. It's proven that having a sand wetter up front greatly reduces friction.
Wait, sorry. So all those guys have to pull those massive rocks, and that one dude just chills up in the front with a pitcher of water wetting the sand?
The sand wetter's clearly the job to have in that situation.
The guy probably came from like a long line of sand wetters. The Sandwetter family?
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Sandwetter, your son, Joseph Sandwetter, did so well wetting the sand today.
I heard that Joseph Sandwetter is marrying Elizabeth Stonepuller.
A stone puller and a sand wetter? Never!
We must sacrifice them to a tomb!
Wait, Dr. O, what's never made sense to me, and I think fuels a lot of this ET talk, is why all those people moved those giant rocks in the first place? Just to build a fancy grave for one dumb pharaoh?
The answer, Zachary, lies in the Egyptians' unique cosmology. Dr. Willeke Vendriek can elaborate.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hi, Dr. Vendriek.
You asked a really good question. Why expend so many resources on a fancy tomb?
Exactly.
Well, it makes sense if you were living in ancient Egypt, because the afterlife lasted for eternity. So you needed to make sure you had food, you had clothing, you had a place to be.
It was perhaps even more important to make sure your body was preserved.
Mummies.
Right. And having people from all over Egypt come together and build this incredible pyramid. It showed the power that the pharaoh had in life, but also in his relationship to the gods.
So they used that power to get themselves a fancy-ass tomb.
And of course, the new guy's tomb has to be fancier than the last guy's tomb.
Exactly.
Okay.
Throughout history, humanity's great inventions have kept the embers of progress burning. Now, a new flame of innovation has been lit. This robot bong, hookah sort of thing.
Hello. I'm gonna take you boys on a ride. It's time to get high on science.
Did you see that? The ancient Egyptians invented toothpaste. Trees eat salmon?
Thirsty for more?
Hell yes!
Hang on!
Whoa!
sharks are older than trees and the rings of Saturn.
Lava tubes on the moon?
We don't know if they had any kind of monetary system.
Can I Venmo you? Venmo!
Oh, I should have taken that job with Bill Nye.
Think of us like idiots.
Yeah.
If I can impart the secrets of the universe to these two, surely I can do it to you on High Science.